few months back, I came across this wine on somewhere on the internet, and I opened a discussion thread about it. And in that discussion thread, I stated that I would order some of this wine, and I attempted to, but I couldn't get it shipped to the state that I live in. So then, just 3 days ago, I was in my local wine shop, and I saw an end cap just full of Purple Heart wine. And so I picked up one bottle, and it was $14.77 plus tax, $15.50 or thereabouts. So, what is a Purple Heart? Purple Heart, I think everybody knows, is a medal that's awarded to soldiers who are wounded in combat. And when you see a Purple Heart sitting on someone's chest, you're a little bit odd, because you're looking at a soldier or a Marine usually who's done the real deal. They've actually gone out there and been in combat and paid a price for it. Unfortunately, many people who earn the Purple Heart, it's the last thing they do on this earth. So, Purple Heart wine was made by, it's a winery out in Napa Valley, and I just, the name of it is escaping me, but the back of the label has a nice tribute to soldiers who have earned the Purple Heart medal, and it's signed by Ray Corson, winemaker, who's a Vietnam vet. I actually cruised around a little bit on their website and found that there were two winemakers involved here, Ray Corson, and then there was another winemaker who was also an Iraq War vet. And I don't know if either or both of these gentlemen ever earned the Purple Heart, but it's, to me, it's a wonderful undertaking to have this wine that they dedicate to all the individuals who have ever earned the Purple Heart. I would be very, very filled with trepidation at this undertaking, because you don't want to have a a wine that's a tribute to people who have gone out in combat and actually gotten in the way of somebody else's hot metal, and then have it turn out to be a subpar wine. So I definitely wanted to taste this before I posted a review, because if I didn't have a favorable review, I sure wouldn't be posting it. Bottle, class act, good clean looking label. I really like that with the everything's just crisp, clean, neat. And I really like the seal up on top, purple with the gold band on the bottom. And then on the top of the seal, they had, oh, come on, let's get this. I don't want to get it too out of focus, but I really, I'm going to go back and buy a couple more of these bottles and put one up in my rack just to have this facing out. Because if you look on a wine rack, that's all that you have visible is the end of the seal. Okay. So red wine, what does that mean? Red wine means that it's a blend, and wineries will blend for various reasons. The primary reason is for taste, where they might have one vintage where they have maybe some sharp flavors on a wine, and they want to soften it, or they'll have a real soft wine and they want to sharpen it, or they're just missing something. And this is where the winemaker really steps up to the plate and just starts blending in different wines until he or she achieves the desired flavor. So I couldn't find anything on the website about two things. One, I couldn't find an explanation as to why they had a blended wine. I also couldn't find an explanation as to which wines were involved in the blend. But when I opened this, I noticed that it needed to be aired. Now, how do you know if a wine needs to be aired? If it has a sharp, not tangy, but acidy kind of flavor, taste, bite, then back away from it. You need to air that wine out. And whenever I'm dealing with a Merlot or a Cabernet, I will air for as many hours as I can. And it's not uncommon for me to air a wine out for 24, 30 hours. And that's the case here. When I tasted it, I knew that it was kind of sharp to my palate. And I really wanted to give it a fair review. So I let her, I just took the cork out and set it on the counter right here for about 30 hours. And now I'm back to it. So love the color. Color's very, very dark. Very almost a black, but let's see what we got. The smell, I would say that it's a Merlot or Cabernet. Has that distinctive, to me, acidy smell. It doesn't have a lot of oak, otherwise the oak would be jumping up into my nose. Let's give it a try. I'll be darned. If you put a blindfold on me and ask me what this was, I would tell you guaranteed it's a solid Merlot. It just tastes like a Merlot to me. But since it's a blend, I'm gonna say it's a Merlot and Cabernet. Tastes like a Merlot. Wow. Boy, barrel aged. I mean, you can just taste it's not heavily oaked. It doesn't taste real oaky, but you can taste the wood, the fact that it was sitting in a barrel. God, it's almost got earthy, musty smell to it. Which is not unpleasant. No, this is an excellent wine. I highly recommend it to you. And hats off to Ray Corson. Thank you very much for this tribute to the individuals who have earned the Purple Heart. Go out and get this. Go out and find Purple Heart wine. It's well worth $15. Thank you.